Top performers with laser focus usually have a few habits in common. And no, it's not waking up at 4:30 a.m. for a cold shower, morning run, and 35-minute meditation. I'm going to go over the most important habits in a second, and the third is the most important, so pay attention. First, you want to increase your natural dopamine and decrease your artificial dopamine. If you don't, it will be extremely hard to make yourself focus and work. Under normal circumstances, working hard would be super fun, and you'd actually do great at it because your brain would receive a healthy amount of dopamine from doing the work. But with the rise of technology and social media, dopamine is so easily given out that it actually increases your resistance and your tolerance to it, so that now when you actually see this hard work, it becomes way less interesting. An easy way to actually fix this is to turn the grayscale filter on your phone. You'll notice when you do this, you are actually on your phone way less. And when you are on your phone, you're getting less dopamine from it, so it's easier to work hard and it's more fun to work hard. Second, you want to set time blocks. In Cal Newport's book, Deep Work, he talks about how pretty much every single top performer in anything they do sets blocks of time to work. The most productive people, the most focused people are the people that have a set time and they work from start to finish and then they're done working. When you focus spontaneously, you just decide, oh, I'm gonna feel like working now. It's so much easier to get distracted. But if you decide on a certain window of time to focus, it becomes way easier. If you don't do this, you're gonna run into the problem that it's super hard for you to actually sit down and work, and you won't get nearly as much done as you want.
Try harder. Try harder.
This is because the spontaneity of you working is also going to transfer into the work itself, and you're going to get distracted by this email or this text or whatever else. In my first semester of college, I scheduled a deep work block from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. So I woke up early, brushed my teeth, and then immediately started working. The results were incredible, and I've never actually experienced anything like that ever in my life. Pretty quickly at the start of school, I was already weeks ahead of my classmates. I started this YouTube channel and was posting like every other day, and I got great grades. Every day I would like check my assignments on Canvas, like my university's portal, and I would see nothing on my to-do list for like the next week and a half, and it would be so cool. It's like I have no work to do. I could just go outside and play volleyball. It actually felt so good, and I owe it all to this tip right here. And by the way, this block of time doesn't need to be in the morning. Like I did 7 to 9:30 a.m. That's probably unrealistic. Like getting up that early sucks. You could do this from 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m., 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. It doesn't need to be 2.5 hours. It doesn't need to be in the morning. As long as you set a specific time to focus, it will be very easy and you'll get tons and tons of work done. The third tip, and the most important one, is to not touch your phone in the morning unless you're playing music, and I'll explain why. If you're on your phone all morning, then the rest of your day, you're going to be on your phone distracted. Because if you fry like your dopamine receptors in the morning, it's going to be fried all day. And your morning sets the pattern for everything else. I can't tell you the amount of days that I got on my phone in the morning, and then for the entire rest of the day, I was kind of distracted, lethargic, slow, and unfocused. So to avoid this, we're actually not going to avoid our phones in the morning because that's basically impossible, let's be honest. I still check my texts every morning. We're going to go and play music. This way we can avoid scrolling Instagram or YouTube or whatever, while also being somewhat entertained while we like brush our teeth and wash our face and go about our day. And you can dance along to it as well, which makes it a lot more fun. Like I would sing along when I would wake up in the morning of my first semester of college, and I'd wake up like the people in the dorm next to me, like they'd be like hearing me singing Lady Gaga or whatever. So to recap, avoid artificial dopamines by turning on grayscale. Schedule time blocks to do deep focused work, and listen to music in the morning instead of scrolling. Good luck, bros. You got this. Here's a hug. You know, if this helps, subscribe, leave a comment. See you in the next one. Boom. In the future comment. Boom, 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 boom.